Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm just waking up and I thought I'd get on camera so you guys can see me in all my glory when I'm first waking up in the morning. But I stopped by to encourage you as I encourage myself. I have planned a new video for this channel, and when I was planning my title, I had no idea that 2, 3 days later, I was literally going to be put in a position where I had to go to God and ask Him for help to help me forgive someone. Because this morning I'm angry. Someone catfished me. And that's a very hurtful thing. I thought I met the man of my dream finally. And I thought he was real because we were talking for the last 6 months. We even have FaceTime. So he was a real person. But just a couple of days ago, or just yesterday, matter of fact, I realized that I have been catfished. So the power of forgiveness is real in my life this morning, because if I don't forgive this person as much as he hurt me, he's gonna hinder the rest of my progress. He's gonna hinder me from getting my prayers answered because I'm allowing hatred to build up in my heart. And you can't have hatred in your heart and get a prayer through to God. This is going to be a tough one because this person wasted 6 months of my life telling me lies. We were planning on actually getting engaged because the connection was so real. And I've been waiting a long time for that perfect man, or my king. Not perfect, but my king. And he seemed so real. He matched everything that I want in a man. And then to have him be known to catfish me, that hurts. But I'm a strong woman and I'm going to be okay. It's just that women, I want to encourage you guys to be careful, because there are a lot of scams and a lot of fake men out there who are just trying to catfish us. Why they want to do such a horrific thing to us women, I don't know. But the title of my video later, The Power of Forgiveness. So I just wanted to introduce this topic because I I don't even have words. I'm in disbelief that what I thought was truly real was actually fake, and I have to find the power within my own self now to forgive this individual, because I could easily hate him right now. But what would it accomplish for my life, hating him? I'm gonna take a while and probably be angry, but I really gotta work on not hating this person this morning. So that's the title of my next video, and what I encourage you to do, I have to encourage myself also. So I'm gonna get myself up, get myself dressed, and go about my day and my life, and just walk in my freedom. Hello, everyone. I'm back. I was here earlier, as you saw, when I first woke up. So I kind of got up and pulled myself together, and I'm going to go on with my day and my life. The power of forgiveness. Why should I forgive you? You hurt me. That's my topic today. I didn't know, as I said earlier in this video, that this topic was going to be relevant to my personal life today. I was posting it because of some things I have gone through in the past But little did I know that this topic actually was going to be reflected into my right now life, my right now situation. So maybe you have been hurt by someone, you have been lied on, you have been cheated on, you have been lied to, you have been violated. Forgiveness is a tough one. Why should I forgive you? You hurt me. You interfered with my life. You played games with me. That's what I'm talking about today. So if you have experienced this personally and it applies to your life, please give me a thumbs up in this video. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel, and please leave me a comment down below if this video has been any value to you, or if you like the content on my channel. Please leave me a comment. I value all of your comments, and they help me to continue to make great content that is relevant in today's society. People are suffering, and I'm here in spite of the things that I go through. I pull it together and I get on camera anyway because someone is in a worse situation than myself. So thank you for your support of my channel. Thank you if you're new for stopping by. Welcome, and I hope you will eventually consider being a subscriber. Make sure you put on your post notifications so that you know every time I upload a new video. So let's get right into the video. Forgiveness has two aspects in life. When we're disappointed with ourselves, we have done things where we have made bad decisions, if we got ourselves caught up in some mess and we can't seem to get out of, if we have disappointed our parents, if we have disappointed our children, if we have disappointed our husbands, if we have dealt with rejection, all those things we reflect internally. So sometimes it's so hard for us to forgive ourselves for disappointments. That's the first aspect, forgiving ourselves. The second aspect is forgiving someone else who has hurt us, who has lied to us, who has lied on us, who have violated us, who have cheated on us, who have just done things to us, which is called oppression. We are dealing with this internally because of something that someone else did. So how important is forgiveness? It's very important. I refuse. It was hard to get up, to get myself dressed, to do this video because I didn't know I was going to be facing this today. But it's hard to forgive someone who has hurt us. But from my past experiences, and there has been some things in my life where I really had to stay before God and pray about it. For example, my husband, my ex-husband, and his infidelity. It was so bad that eventually I got out of the situation and I moved away from him because I like to keep it transparent here on this channel. Hatred was trying to build up in my spirit, in my heart. And I love God. I'm not perfect. I'm not a Bible scholar. I'm not a minister. I'm not a missionary. I just love God, and I'm seeking Him every day to walk according to His will. But when I face infidelity and it blew up in my face to realize that this was happening in my entire marriage, I was so angry. I almost hated this person. And when we allow ourselves to consume this type of emotion within us, hatred can destroy us. It's not going to hurt the other person. They going on with their lives. It's affecting us. So we have to feel strength from within to forgive. It's not easy. It's not going to happen overnight. But I stopped by to encourage you, as I encourage myself today. We have to forgive, because when we don't forgive people, they take power over our lives. Forgiveness is for us, not the other person, not the violators, not the abusers. Forgiveness is for us so we can walk in our freedom. And I am on this camera today because the devil is a lie. As I said earlier, I just got catfished. I thought I had met the man of my dreams. For the last 6 months, I've been communicating with this individual. I've even FaceTime with him. So he's a real person. He just catfished me. And I'm angry, but I refuse to lie here in bed today, just letting this anger fester, letting it turn into hatred, because I asked God to forgive me because I was so heated when I realized that he had catfished me. I even texted him and said, I hate you. But that's not the spirit of God. It's the human part of me, the human side of me. But I've already asked God to forgive me for even letting that word come out of my mouth, for even allowing this person to take me there. I've been waiting for my king for a while, and I was so excited to meet this person. He's everything that I want in a man, I thought, but it all was a lie. So I was angry when I text those words to him. So I have to dig way down deep to find that strength, that inner power to forgive this individual who catfished me. I'm gonna get him. I refuse to let him have power over my life. I have come a long ways from last year when I lost my mother, my sister, my uncle, and my best friend. And the audacity of the enemy to send someone in my life during the most vulnerable time of my life, because that's when I met him, right after I buried my best friend. So it was 4 funerals back to back. And I met this person when I was very vulnerable. The enemy knows, just like God knows, when we are in need of something. And I just needed some encouragement, and I just needed to feel that I wasn't alone, because I just lost 4 very important people in my life. And 6 months later, it was all a lie. He violated my life. He violated my freedom. I'm committing myself to him for 6 months, getting excited that he's in the military, which is one of my desires, to have a military husband. I just honor those guys for what they do. But anyway, he promised that he was coming home from deployment next month and we was going to meet. But he actually came home earlier, and he disappeared all of a sudden. I'm like, I've been waiting for you for 6 months. Now all of a sudden you're going to disappear. And he's sending me photos where he came here to see his very sick father. He was on the way to the hospital and he got injured because he was not focused on what he was doing, because his father was about to leave this earth. So I have this supposedly doctor to start texting me from his phone, telling me about his situation, sending me photos of him that he was in the hospital. They look real, but I don't even know about that. And then just a couple of days, and yesterday, 2 days in a row, he texting me, he's better. He's still hurt, but he's better. He's out of the hospital, and he started blaming me. Had you been willing to send me money to help me pay my father's bills, to help me get my father the medical treatment that he needed, to help him get the medicine that he needed, my father wouldn't be dead. What the heck are you talking about? Your father ain't my responsibility, neither are you. So who are you? That's what I'm asking now. What the heck? You've been gone and disappeared for 3, 4 weeks, and now you're gonna come back and blame me for your father's death if he's really dead? Got catfished. So I prayed hard this morning before I got on this camera to ask God to forgive me. Number one, for allowing someone to take me to that place where, for a second, I hated them. I text those words, I hate you. That's not me. That's not my character. I'm a woman of great character and high caliber. I don't let people take me there. But he took me there because I thought he was real. And I have men that I actually can physically see and touch if I wanted to that are trying to love me, and I wouldn't let them because of this individual that I have fallen in love with for the last 6 months. And it all was a lie. Yes, I was heated, angry, and I told him I hate him. But in actuality, I rebuked the devil to get that out of my spirit this morning because I know for a fact I can't love God and hate my enemies. How can we say we love God who we've never seen and hate those that we have seen? It can't happen. How can we get a prayer through to God with hatred in our hearts? It can't happen. So that's why I am on this camera today to encourage you that if someone has hurt you, someone has lied on you, someone has cheated on you, someone has violated you, find the power from within, because anger, which leads to hatred, if it festers too long, would hinder you from your blessings. Not the person that hurt you, it will hinder your blessings. It will hinder your prayers. Because we cannot go to God in prayer when we're really in need with that junk in our spirit, with hatred in our spirits and our hearts. So forgiveness is so important. The power of forgiveness can set us free. I got molested when I was 11 years old by my very own father, my biological father. Then I got raped at age 16. This is when I met God, because that was a lot for a young person. I had to learn how to forgive. It took me a long time, but I remember I had a dream, and I've been waiting for years and years and years when this happened, when my father molested me. My life is like a story. My godmother, or my stepmother, injured him because he did the same thing to her daughter. Myself and my brother lived with my father and his wife at the time during that summer. That's when it happened. But not only did he molest me, he molested her, my stepsister. So her mother wasn't having it, and she tried to kill him. She took an axe. She sent us outside, and she took an axe and tried to kill him. And then when we came back inside, she didn't take the sharp end of it. She took the square part of it, and she beat him crazy. And my brother and I, we just sat there. She took her kids, her suitcases, and she went walking down the street. By the grace of God, my mom's boyfriend at the time, he said he felt something was wrong, and he came. And that's how we were found. My brother and I, we were just sitting there watching my dad die. And my stepfather at the time took him to the hospital and took my brother and I back home, and I never saw my father again. So all these years, up until about 5 years ago, I've been waiting to see my father again to ask him why would he do such a thing. But then I had a dream because God knew I was holding this in my heart. I had a dream that my father died. So in that dream, it felt so real, and I know God was talking to me to forgive my father because I was never going to see him again. I don't know if he's alive or he's dead today, but that dream let me know I had to let go and forgive my father for that. And also, about 7 years ago, I met the rapist who raped me, who trapped me in his house, who picked me up, said he was taking me to his house to see his sister, who we were best friends in high school. But when I got there, his sister wasn't there. He raped me. But I seen him like 7 years ago when I came to North Carolina. And at that point, I'm like, Mom, that's the guy who raped me. At that point, I wanted to smack him. But at that moment, I realized that he was still having some sort of power over my life, so I had to forgive him. He said to me, the audacity of him, I will always love you. I didn't, I wasn't in a relationship with him, so how dare he? But I blew it off and I said, whatever. And I went on with my life. So I had to forgive my father, I had to forgive this rapist, and I had to forgive my ex-husband for stealing my youth away from me, getting married to me, and knew he was not really there in heart. I had to forgive him. And today I have to forgive this individual who catfished me. Karma will come back to him. Karma will get him. So I'm going to let go and let God. And I encourage you to do the same thing. Whatever your situation is, if you're harboring anger that's been festering and festering for something traumatic in your life that has happened to you, I encourage you to let it go. I'm going to keep smiling. I'm a bit angry, but I'm going to keep smiling and I'm going to keep progressing in life. I'm going to keep flourishing in life. I refuse to be a victim. He's going to get his because God sees all. And I have a good heart. I can't hurt a fly. And why this individual will come in my life to do this to me, I fell in love with this person. But guess what? I'm going to be okay. I trust God. I know God. See, when the devil starts messing, that's a blessing. And the devil messed in my life, so I know my king is not far away from manifesting himself in my life. I don't seek after men. I'm not needy. I'm very patient. I'm going to keep waiting on God for my king. I know he's coming. So I will not let this that just happened to me deter me from my faith in God, that my king is out there, my soulmate is out there, and I will not be a victim. I'm going to keep waiting on God, and when my king comes, I'm going to love hard. So, devil, you don't win. So, that's what you have to tell the devil on today, whether male or female. Someone has hurt you, and anger and bitterness and hatred has festered into your heart, into your spirit. Let it go because it's not hurting the people that you're angry with. It's not hurting them at all. It's hurting you. It's taken away from your life. They're keeping power over your life. As long as you hold this in you, hold it within you, they're keeping the power over your life. So I hope this video has been an inspiration and an encouragement to you if someone has hurt you. The power of forgiveness is real. I had such a headache this morning. I was contemplating if I wanted to make this video, but it's much needed Because every time I go through something, I know that someone else is going through something worse. Someone needs my encouragement. I'm not the best public speaker, but what I bring to this channel, to this platform is real. I deliver it. I convey it to you as as good as I know how because it's real. It's genuine. So that's what's important, my message. Not so much as me being perfect in my speech, because in the past I had a head injury. Sometimes my words get fumbled, as I mentioned in some of my earlier videos on this platform. But I'm not going to even let that stop me. As long as you get something from my message, that's what's important. And today, I hope you are encouraged and inspired to forgive. The power of forgiveness is, is awesome. Walk in your freedom as I will walk in my freedom. The devil don't win. The devil is a lie. I will not allow this individual to take anything else from me. He took from me for 6 months. I committed myself to him for 6 months. So he will not take anything else from me. As of this moment, I'm forgiving him and I'm going to move on with my life. God has my back. God has your back. I'm letting go and I'm letting God. So that's my message today. Power of forgiveness. Walk in your freedom. Let go and let God and live your life to the fullest. Because if you harbor unforgiveness in your heart, you only hurt yourself, not the person that hurt you. I have a couple scriptures that I want to leave with you before I go. The first one is Matthew chapter 6, verse 14. For if you forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. Mark 11:25. And when you stand praying, forgive. If ye have aught against any, that your Father also which is in heaven may forgive you your trespasses. Mark 11:26. But if you do not forgive, neither will your Father which is in heaven forgive your trespasses. So if we don't forgive, and when we're in need of forgiveness and go to God, He will not forgive us. We have to let go and let God. The Bible tells us that vengeance is mine. I will repay. This individual is in God's hands. I'm going to walk in my freedom. I'm going to keep flourishing in life. He will not have power over the rest of my life because he had 6 months of my life. He had power over my life because I was in love with him, but no more. I'm letting go at this point. Again, I hope this video has been an inspiration and encouragement to you. Don't be angry no more. We're human, we get angry, but don't let it fester and turn to hate. Forgive and take back your life. You be blessed. Thank you so much. And I hope and pray that you would join me for my next video. Always walk in your freedom and let go and let God. He got your back too. I know he got mine. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye bye.